The 928 trophy is now done, and I think it's now time for us to head over to our racing circuit event of the Golden Era, and that is the 917 Cup. So we are going to head over to the used car lot, since I do have enough money to buy both a used and new Porsche 917K short tail. So we can buy this thing for 104 grand, and it was also released in 1969. Nice. And officially, this is the car's current condition. Only 18 grand for repairs, got more than enough money to conduct those repairs, but I don't really think those repairs are going to be worth it because, well, as I now know, this event, when you're in the middle of a pack for this event, you've got to be extremely careful when it comes to controlling this thing. So the opponents we're up against are Axle 2, Shock, Edge and Axle. Also ironic to say, of course, that this car came out in the same year as Apollo 11, Woodstock, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the Reavers, and also Paul Newman's Winning. Which, personally, I would say it's a good film altogether, although part of the reason for that is because, well, I'm a racing fan at heart, and that film is also part of the reason why Paul Newman, as well as him being a hugely successful actor, he was also one of the greatest IndyCar team owners. Owner, of course, of the Newman-Haas team for many years. So maximum gear ratio, minimum suspension stiffness, brake strength and brake balance are both in the same areas, and don't really think I need to conduct any repairs because, well, repairs ain't worth shit. And now, let's go to the race itself. So 3 laps around Circuit B, going up against Axle 2, Shock, Edge and Axle. The time of day is sunset and the weather is nice and clear. So hopefully this time around I can actually prove it is possible for me to do this, with some setup tweaks. And I do also have a snapshot as well to prove it.
3, 2, 1, go!
But hopefully it helps. Anyways, I am already up 1 position from where I started, and immediately slotting my way up into 2nd position. And that was not meant to happen. But at least I can say no one passed me in that instance. Okay, there we go. Now I just have to hold on to the lead, hopefully. But yeah, once this car gets out in clean air, it's much easier to drive, as long as you don't do what I just did. Also, I have no idea what just happened there, but yeah, this car ain't worth shit when it's in the middle of a pack. You've really got to be out in clean air in order to control this thing. You literally cannot control your own destiny with this thing. And as ironic as it might be, the original model, before improvements were made to this thing,
It's the final lap.
ironically, the original model of this car was also very difficult to drive. At least that was before major improvements were made to the car's handling, and it ultimately became a winner in the 24 Hours of Le Mans as a result. Oh god, please. Okay. Can I hold on to the lead now? Can I actually do it this time?
You beat the track record. Congratulations. You've won the race.
There we go. I win it by just over a tenth ahead of Axel, and Axel 2 was third. Shock finished in fourth, and in last it was Edge. So now let's get our thumbnail evidence, just to try and see what shots we can get of this thing. But I can definitely say my setup at the end of the day actually worked. And I'm honestly amazed to say that, well, the first time I actually used the setup, it helped me to actually win a race for once. Yeah, by the way, that was totally by accident. That was not meant to happen in any way, shape or form. It just happened anyway. But yeah. Really am glad to say this event is now over, and I've actually managed to win it for once. I mean, this car is hellacious to drive when it's in a pack, but when it's out in clean air, it is much easier to keep in control of. When you're not in the middle of a pack. Because this thing does not like being surrounded by other cars. And that's precisely what I think makes it so unstable. But anyway, got there eventually. 150 grand to me, that is hugely significant in terms of the winnings I get. And not going to stick around for the full cash presentation, because I think I know precisely what amount of money I'm getting from this. And now let's head over to the trophy room. And there it is. We have now got the 917 Cup under our belts. And next time we will be doing the 959 Cup, I think. Yeah, the 959 Cup is what we're doing next. And so with that, stay tuned for more of Need for Speed Porsche 2000.